All right, hello, my lovelies, lilies, lords, lads, dudes, sugars, sugar mountains on the moon, sugar lily, moonflower, ooh, honey flowers, wildflowers. Oh my God, so many flowers here. All right, loves, where are we starting? 273, 273. Did up to 271. 272 is nothing. It's meh for me. Tip cannot be verified. Meh. Okay, 273. That's where we'll start. 273 in the chain. We will continue on with that. I'll show you where that's at. We'll go through it. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's go, my babies. Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. The weekend's coming. That's right. Weekend. Let's go. Yeah. I did see that big document drop with the Pullman files. Oh God. I don't know. I haven't really gotten into it yet. I think there's about 4 or 5 different folders, all kinds of stuff in there. From their investigation, they say all the stuff. A lot of stuff. Tips, fucking social media stuff. All kinds of stuff in those Pullman files. I'm just trying to get through this. I don't know if I even want to touch that. I mean, unless there's something juicy. There probably is, I'm sure, in the mountain of files. I'm sure there's some good stuff in there, but no. What we really need to see here, guys, and that's all well and good, but we really need to see what they're going to unseal, what's in those sealed documents. That's really where it's going to be at. Yeah, we can see kind of what Pullman was doing in their shenanigans, I'm sure. But no, we really need to see what's in those sealed documents. So I think I'm just going to wait on that. Finish the rest of these documents up and see what comes out in the seals. But yeah, and we'll do other stuff, of course. But I'm just saying. All right, 273. Let's go. 273, baby. Pain in my ass. April 18th, 2024. Data report. Now this is a simple one. I just wanted to put this in here, just because we're showing the defense side of things. So on Thursday, April 18th, 2024, I booked a thumb drive into MPD evidence containing emails from the following personnel in response to a discovery request by defense counsel in this case as of April 2nd, 2024. Alex Jenkins, Aaron Morris, Brett Payne, CM's blocked out, Anthony Dollinger, Dustin Blaker, Eric Warner, KP is blocked out for some reason, James Fry, Joe, now this last name's Swedish for Schlong my ding dong, Siverding, Swedish for Schlong my ding dong, Jacob, really, that's what it means, Jacob Tesdale, KS is blocked out, MA is blocked out, Jonathan Rosinski, one of those rosy people, Shane Gunderson, and TS is blocked out. That's great. There are more emails pending conversion to PDF. These emails will be booked into evidence upon conversion. Payne, April 18th, 2024. 2024. Yeah. And reviewed by Blaker on the same day, 2024. Wow. Gee, where did the whole 2023 go? All right. Where did 2023 go? And why are we doing this stuff in 2024? Yeah. Anyway, there you go. That's 273. I pick right up with 274. Let's go. Yes. More wasting Idaho taxpayer dollars. Good old Brett Payne and his thinking that he's Sherlock Holmes. You idiot. Yeah, Brett Payne, April 18th, 2024, 274. Narrative. Soil pollen providence report. Yeah, more waste of money and tax. And FBI should know this. Pathetic. On Thursday, April 18th, 2024, I received an email from Inspector, IS geologist, FBI guy. The report details the findings of the exam of the pollen contents of the soil found on the shovel in Brian Koberger's car, that plastic shovel, as well as its comparisons to the samples sent in for comparison. Wait, you're sending comparisons in to be compared? Wow, that's crazy. The report states none of the samples are matched with the soil from the shovel. Duh. Additionally, the report states the soil from the shovel contained high amounts of pine pollen and single pollen grains from plants that are not naturally distributed in the Moscow, Idaho area. Basswood and red maple. Well, gee, there goes your stupid fucking theory, Brett Payne, you moron. Go back to traffic, policing traffic. Yeah, this is a total, again, any person would have told you this is stupid to do. You're not going to, even if, listen, even if somehow they match the pollen samples to the shovel, it's still not evidence of anything. No, because that type of pollen and that type of soil can be found in a multitude of places. Different states. This is not evidence of anything. This was I don't even know what, again, Brett Payne should not be leading a case like this. He was promoted into this case. He should have never been allowed to touch this case. He should have been stayed in traffic school. Where the fuck he was doing with them. This is totally absurd. It's a waste of money. I wonder how much this cost in taxpayer dollars to do this FBI crap with the fucking soil samples and the pollen. It's totally absurd. It's absurd. Anybody would have told you this is pointless. Right? Yeah, you can't match it. However, both are commonly planted ornamental species. Well, I'm glad you spent, I don't know, how many thousands and thousands of dollars just to find that out. Boy, Moscow, Idaho, do you know how much your state was bled dry because of this stupid idiot Payne? Yeah, doing dumb shit like this. Any geologist would have told you this was pointless. Pointless. I attached this report to digitally to this case file. Oh, that's good for you. Thanks for wasting thousands and thousands of Idaho taxpayer dollars on this nonsense, Payne. Boy, I really hope you never touch a homicide case in your life again. You are a total idiot. April 18th, put in, reviewed the same day by Captain Blaker. Boy, Captain Blaker, you're an idiot too for allowing this kind of fucking nonsense to go on. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of resources. This is absolute, this whole soil sequence, these documents with the soil, completely, utterly absurd. It's absolutely ridiculous what this is. Anyway, that's 274, babies. And we're picking right up with 275, 273, 274, 275. Let's go. My hand in her hair. All right, 275. Who is it? Oh, not again. Payne, my May 2nd, 2024. All right, now this is a tip. CT. And let's hear how stupid this one is. Yeah, this one's pretty dumb as well, like most of them. Yeah, on tips. On Thursday, April 25th, 2024. Oh, a year and what? What is that? A year, almost, oh, wow. Yeah, long time after the unalivings. I received a note from MPD reception to call CT. Blank slash 1943 in reference to this case. I called T, who agreed to come to the Moscow Police Department to speak with me. Oh, this must be very important, right? Hey, we're coming down to the police station. We're not just talking on the phone and not recording conversations, right, Brett Payne, you idiot? I spoke to T in the interview room number 1. This is a summary of my conversation with T and not a verbatim transcription. Wow. I asked T what made her decide to speak to me on this date. Well, you called me, idiot. T told me that good friends had this, again, once we start hearing this kind of stuff, I know it's bullshit. This is not how people talk. T told me her good friends had convinced her to come talk to Moscow police to make sure what she knew was at least conveyed to law enforcement. Aw, isn't that nice? That I already can tell this is a load of crap just from that. Yeah. I asked T to tell me what she knew. Oh my God. T told me she and her husband went to the Costco in Clarkston, Washington on 11/13/2022. Wow, that's a good memory. To pick up new glasses for T. Wow, that's some memory, I'll tell you. She told me they left Costco around 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. hours that afternoon. And this is, remember, this is the day after, later on in the day of the unalivings, right? Right. She told me they left okay, right, and drove north across Red Wolf Bridge. Ooh. T told me when they turned eastbound on the highway from the bridge, she saw a man walking in the grassy knoll area between the river and the highway. Ooh, oh boy, it's getting a little suspicious, isn't it? A little suspicious. Saw a man walking on the grassy knoll, right, with an umbrella. Or was it, wait, was that the babushka lady? I can't remember anyway. No, that was not the babushka lady. God. Master Nature, no, it's not a babushka lady, and, but listen, would now be an appropriate time for me to get into my, my troubles with Ashley and, MD. MD, why do, MD, we've had this conversation over and over again. Master Nature getting very tired of your saga with Ashley and Walnut Grove. Now you gotta stop watching Little House, all right? You gotta stop watching Little House. All that weird stuff get into your mind. Now you're starting to turn delusional, okay, MD? All right? Just saying. No, Tyrone, no. We're married and, she took off from Mankato and she went with her mother and they're gonna hunt for gold. They're gonna prospect for gold out there on the plains and shit. And I don't know. I got MD Jr. at home. He still can't fucking read or write or nothing. All right, MD, look, we'll get to it this weekend. I promise. All right. All right, asshole. Yeah, thanks. T stated she thought this was strange, as there was nothing for anyone to be doing there on the grassy knoll. T stated the man was walking eastbound and noticed her staring at him. T said the man looked up at her and then appeared to look down and avoid her gaze. Okay. I guess they were stopped on the side of the road when this was happening. I don't know. T said the man looked up at her and then appeared to look down. And I asked T what the man looked like. Payne asked T what the man looked like. T told me she had seen much of the news coverage, here we go, regarding Brian Kohlberger, and that was what came to her mind. Ha! But that she was not certain he was the person she saw. Hey, I think this is Dylan. Is this Dylan? Dylan, are you masquerading as T? I think so. Yeah, sounds just like Dylan, right? I don't know what I saw that night. A dream? Wasn't a dream. I was awake. I was dreaming. I was psychotic. I wasn't psychotic. Yeah. I asked her if the man she saw would match Kohlberger's appearance. And she said it would. This is Dylan, correct? Right? This is Dylan, right? Yeah. She was not certain he was the person she saw, but then, oh yeah, I can confirm that's his appearance. Yeah, sure. I asked T what the man was wearing. Oh, because this is evidence. She told me she thought it was strange, as the man was wearing nice clothes. I asked if business casual was a fair classification, and she said it was. Oh, good. Can we go out for brunch and tea now? Idiots. T stated she did not see a car the man was walking to. Well, that's weird. That's interesting. And, well, he could be, well, whatever, and thought that was strange. Now, I don't know if they're driving. I guess they must have stopped and pulled over on the side of the road. T said they drove away. Oh, yeah, okay. So you drove away. So you stopped for no reason and drove away, and that was all she knew. T had drawn a map. Oh, T had drawn a map of the location. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't they? I guess she had nothing better to do. I booked the. Hey, this is Dylan. This is, swear to God, this is a Dylan's doppelganger here. I booked the drawing into MPD evidence. Oh my God. On Tuesday, April 30th, 2024, Mr. Payne drove to the area that T described with Captain Blaker. The area T described as where she saw the man is not visible from the highway once you turn east off the bridge. Anyone walking in the area would have to be very near the guardrail, as the hill is relatively steep and drops away from the highway almost immediately, which means you can't see who's down there. No. I called T back on Thursday and called her a lying bitch. No, you idiot. Hey, stop wasting my time. I called T back on Thursday, May 2nd, 2024, and asked her to clarify. T told me the man was on the hill, roughly in the middle. Oh, I think T was on some good stuff that day. Maybe. T called me back a short time later and told me the man may have been further east along the hillside. Oh, okay. I will continue to validate whether or not T's recollection of events is plausible. Oh my God. Well, you do that, Mr. Payne. Oh my God. Yeah, that's Payne for you. May 2nd, 2024. Reviewed 4 days later by Captain Blaker, 2024. Good job, Payne. Once again, you're the hero. You're the hero of nothing. Yeah, that's 275 for you. Document 275. All right, 276. Nope. SNP/trace thumb drive. 5224. 277 is meh. To me, emails burned to disk. Second email dump, which included 2,991 emails in that second email dump that they gave to the defense. Yeah, that was, yeah. There you go. That's 277. We're going to hit 278. Okay, let's go. 278. Oh, once again, we just can't get away from him. Brett Payne, May 10th, 2024. Wow, he's really taking over here, right? Good job, Brett. And how much money did you waste up to this point? And your stupid little detective, and they should have removed you immediately. No, not Idaho, though. On Wednesday, May 8th, 2024, I was notified by the Latah County Prosecutor's Office that the audio portion of my interview with CT, wait, more problems, did not appear to be working as it was provided to them. Oh, really now? Go figure. Evidence custodian S also stated he could not get the audio stream to work on the recording. Oh, I logged into XQVision, the program used to record interviews at the Moscow Police Department, to ascertain why the audio stream did not get downloaded. I don't know. After attempting to re-download the interview, I learned the audio recording for the interview room did not work. Well, that's good to know afterwards, isn't it? Really good to know that. Gosh, can you imagine interviewing one of your main suspects and you just find out that the audio don't work? Yeah, good job, Payne and Moscow Police. Good job. I reviewed the footage and could see where I flipped the audio switch on prior to the interview. Okay, so he's blaming it on the equipment. In addition, I ensured both audio and video streams were downloaded for the duration of the interview. Okay, but you didn't ensure that they were actually recording anything audio-wise. However, it appears the microphone recording system did not function and did not record any audio for this interview. Oh, you're not kidding me, are you? No, of course not. Good old Payne, May 10th, 2024. God, I hope that wasn't a crucial interview that could have maybe helped Brian. I don't know. Or reviewed by Blake on May 14th. Yeah, there you go. More Moscow Police Department fucking incompetence. There you go. That's 278. 279 I'm not touching. That's Nunez emails burned to disk. 279 I'm not touching. We are moving on to 280. 280, babies. 280. All right, 280, babies. Oh, we get a break from Payne. We get Maori, though. May 22nd, 2024, date of the report. 5/23/2024. Okay. Weird. Anyway, sure. CastViz working files. Now, this one's a strange one to me, guys. What do you make of this one? This is 280. Previously, on Little House on the Idaho Prairie, the Latah County Prosecutor's Office requested any CastViz session logs pertaining to the phone number of that. Gee, I wonder who that could be. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I did not locate nor remember creating any session logs pertaining to the screenshots I created previously using CastViz version 30, as described in my previous report. Okay, so you don't remember using this. Got it. While preparing for the motion to comply hearing, from your fucking bullshit investigation where I have to put in 24 discovery requests even up until the time of jury selection. Yes. Set for May 23rd, 2024. That's when the date of the compliance hearing is. Oh, gee, and wait a minute, we're doing it the same day? I guess we are. How does that work? I found the following files. Oh, did you now? They appear to be in 2 zip files containing what appear to be CastViz session files. You don't say. You mean from this? Okay. Koberger, 48-hour record zip. Koberger, full record zip. Gee, I think those may be important. I also located the following files with the session data. Idiot. Okay. Lock, it's LOC DB or. So lock DB, I don't know what that stands for. I apologize. So anyway, that near crime scene CSV, .csv, working CDRs, and export one. I located emails. Oh, you located emails from FBI Special Agent Nick Balance providing me with the files above. Oh, you did now. Well, that's good you found those emails. Jeez. You didn't think you need them, really, though. That's why it took your fucking dumb department almost, what, 1 year and what, 7 months or 5 months, whatever, 6 months. No, let me think about it. Yeah, 6 months to get this shit together. Just about. 1 year and approximately, let's say 3 months. You still had a full fucking year to get this shit together, and you guys didn't. Nope. In trying to open now listen to this. In trying to open these session files in CastViz to verify them, I received an error message. Oh, really? That's a big shock, right, guys? Error message in this freaking investigation? In reviewing the metadata, you reviewed the metadata. Well, that's interesting. It showed the version of CastViz used to create them was 28.0, not 30. Okay. Okay. In speaking with FBI agent Sean Kennedy, who teaches CastViz trainings, he informed me I would not be able to open a previous version, session file 28, in a newer version of the software, 30. Well, that's some shitty software. I'm just saying. Can I teach trainings on this? Yeah, guys, you can't open any files in like a new version if they're stored in the old version, because our new version of the software doesn't work. It doesn't work with it. Oh my God, what's the point of this? No, examining the drawing. Now listen to this. Now we switch a little bit here. In examining the drawings dot JSON file, I found references to the King Roadhouse and Pullman, Washington. Out of the abundance of caution, oh my, I placed these files into a folder named CastViz. Oh, I thought you were going to name it Ding Dong Ramalanga Mashlong. That would have been a better file name, actually. Folder name. I then located Ding Dong, my pole schlong is long, in which the data I use for the CastViz session, where I save screenshots for exhibits, no session files were located. Well, ain't that something? The screenshots created had a date of April 19th, 2023. Well, it's good you saved them back then, wasn't it, idiot? But you didn't, supposedly. Now it's a year and almost a month later, and now you're fucking running around with a chicken with your head cut off. You people are idiots. Moscow Police Department, you're all morons. I can't believe Idaho puts up with this crap. Do you know how much money, Idaho, do you know how much money this stupid investigation costed your state? Because of this dumb crap? These idiots? They weren't trying to solve the crime, by the way, Idaho. They were just trying to find the easiest person they could get. And this is what you get for that. Out of the abundance again of caution. Boy, that's a lot of the abundance of caution. Oh my God. I placed these files into a folder named Maori. Oh, that's nice. So you save screenshots for exhibits in folder called Maori. Well, that's good. How about calling them screenshots for exhibits? Why are you calling them Maori? Whatever. Dumb, but whatever. These files were then placed in... Oh my God. These files were then placed onto a... I'm just going to read it straight. These files were then placed onto a DVD and put into evidence. I contacted the Latah County prosecutor, Bill Santa Evil Inverse Santa, and informed him of the records. Maori, May 23rd, 8:08 a.m., reviewed the next day by Payne, 7:48. So he was doing this shit on the day of the compliance hearing. Supposedly that was scheduled for May 24th. He's doing this shit at 8:08 in the morning, trying to do this and write the report. Oh, yeah, there you go, Moscow, Idaho. That's what you're spending your money on. That's 280. Document 280. On to 281. Now I put Jack DeCour lie with a question mark. I don't know if that's a lie, but this is a little bit about Jack DeCour. Let's check this out. I know some of you peg Jack DeCour as one of the potential people who were intimately involved with this case. It's difficult for me to peg him right now. Well, you know why. But anyway, because again, the roommate that said he was sleeping all night, that roommate would have to change his story. That has not happened yet. As far as we know, that had never happened. So anyway, 281, Jack Decor, let's go. Right, guys, 281, here we go. Payne again. Yeah, 5/28, May 28, 2024, okay? Date of the report, right? Date on the report. And, yeah, this is Jack Decor. Now, if I can stop doing that. All right, so listen to this, very short. On Tuesday, May 28, 2024, I contacted Jack Decor via telephone to clarify whether or not he ever sought counseling help through the University of Idaho. Decor told me the only support he ever sought out was academic help due to his difficulties with academic testing. Okay. Jack Decor told me he did not seek any mental health or emotional counseling prior to the unalivings. He only sought help via private counseling services after the unalivings occurred. Okay, the question here is, guys, did Brett Payne follow up then on this? Did he call the counseling services and request information, whether that's going to be through subpoena or whatever? Did he follow up on this to see if Jack Decor was lying to his face or, on the phone? That's a great question. I don't know. Let's see if that comes up in the documents later. I don't know. But that's the question. Did Brett Payne, did he follow up on this to confirm that Jack Decor wasn't lying to him? I don't know. Don't know. Now, this document, number 281, harkens way back in the beginning of this case when the Women's Center, remember the Women's Center? Remember somebody came into the Women's Center and talked to one of the people there. She didn't ask who he was. Remember that? She didn't ask his name, who he was. I don't even know if she asked anything else, right? But no, this person, I don't know if it's Jack Decor or not. I have no idea. I'm just saying this reminds me of that one, where that person came into the Women's Center and was troubled because of relationship problems, right? And all that. So, I don't know. I don't know if Brett Payne followed up on this or not. I have no idea. But yeah, that's Jack Decor saying, nope, I didn't get any type of mental health treatment, services, whatever, before the unalivings. Just after. Yeah. Brett Payne, May 28th, 2024, reviewed, June 13th by Captain Blaker. There you go. 16 days later, whatever. Again, we don't care anymore at this point. Jack Decor is not on our radar, right? So we're not hustling at all in this. Nope. There you go. That's document 281. Let's keep going a little bit more. All right, 282, guys, nothing. I'm not covering it. Former employee emails burned to disk. All the emails from people who don't work there. From the time of the unalivings, right? So these are just former employee emails. Yes, there may be something. I didn't find anything appealing in that. Anyway, that's 282. We're moving on. We're moving on to 283, guys. This one really bothered me. I know I got a comment from the Princess of Darkness. I know you probably did cover this. I'm going through these myself. I don't want to be prejudiced. I don't want to be biased by anybody else's interpretation of these documents. I want to make my own, and I want to decide for myself what I'm looking at here. So I appreciate that you've done this. But I don't want to bias myself here in looking at people's videos about certain documents. I don't want to do that. So this is my take on things. And the cool thing about that is you can match them up then to what you're saying. Does it fit with what you're thinking or not? That's the beauty of doing a blind a blind interpretation, which means you are not seeing anybody else's interpretations of the specific documents. That's why it's blind. It's a blind study here. That's essentially what we're doing here, guys. All this document reading and stuff, it's essentially one big blind study. And if people can take these video interpretations, right, and line them up with what they're seeing, well, that's corroboration, right? That's good. That's good. Anyway, 283. This one bothers me a lot. It didn't make me angry, but it really irritated me. And then she comes, spilling crumbs on the bed, and I shake my head. Hey, you effing prick. Hey, why are you so hard on MD all the time? Hey, if he believes he's married to Ashley, then you know what? Let the kid go. Let the kid what he's gonna do, all right? I don't know why you're always trying to F with him so much, Master Nature. I'll tell you what. You know, I'm sticking around here because, well, I don't like you very much, and, you already know that, don't you? Yeah, Stanley, I don't typically like to interact with you, because, well, you know, and, but I agree with you here on this one, and, yeah, he's being totally unfair to me, and, look, all I was trying to do is tell the garden about my saga and my plight with Ashley in Walnut Grove, and, now she's moved on to Mankato again with her mom, and they're going out gold prospecting on the plains. And well, I don't know. And well, I'm thinking maybe I need to join her out there, but I don't know how to ride a fucking horse carriage. Master Nature, can you tell? I don't know how to ride a horse carriage, Master Nature. And MD Junior, well, he's too small. He doesn't know. Master Nature, I need help. I need help riding a horse and buggy, and then I can go out there and meet my wife Ashley out there on the plains, and we can go prospecting for gold because, well, my wheat field got all ruined by hail, and well, Nels Olson said he's not going to give me credit anymore because I have no crop, and I need help riding a horse and buggy, and See, there you go. You're always brushing the kid off, aren't you, you prick? You fucking prick. Listen to me, you bastard. Guys, can we get on with the document, please? We're at 283. The garden can listen to your MD. The garden can listen to your plight later, all right? And Stanley, you know where to go right now. Yeah, back to my fucking tool shed. Thanks, asshole. All right, 283. Now, Brett Payne, July 2nd, 2024. Hey, now we're into the summer, baby. July 2nd, we're approaching the 2-year anniversary. And we got 4 months to go, but we're getting there. Yeah. Now, guys, what we're going to read is not evidence of anything. This is complete schlock, much like those geological tests on the soil. This is pretty much up there with this, okay? This is a complete waste of time, money. Idaho, this wasted, I don't know how much this must have wasted in thousands of dollars for Brett Payne to pull it, to be looking at weather charts and meteorology to try to counter argue that Brian Kohlberger was out driving around that night. Yeah, this is the stupid shit that they came up with. Moscow, this is not evidence of anything. And you can't prove this. One way or another, you cannot prove that there was no break in the clouds from, let's say from 2:24 a.m. onwards up until the morning. You cannot say that there was not a break in the clouds, even if there was clouds. You don't know. Nobody was out there with a video camera photographing the night sky for, 10 hours. Bullshit. Bullshit in the areas that Brian said in the alternative path of travel that Cy Ray would have testified to. You cannot say that route of travel. You cannot say at all that there was no patch of clear skies that night. Nobody could say that. This is complete waste of fucking time and money. Yeah, when I read this nonsense, it's just like the dirt samples that Brett Payne thought he was being smart with. What an idiot. And you know what happened here? They took him for a ride because he's a moron, first of all, and second of all, he's a rookie. He's a rookie freaking homicide detective, and these people took advantage of him because he wasn't very bright. Yeah, this is his very first case on unalivings. So they took advantage of this sack pretty good, especially the FBI. They really ran him around. But anyway, yeah, so this is weather data from 11/12/2022 into 11/13/22. That whole time, that crucial night, right? Right. So here's what we got. Now, evidence, okay? File attached to the Spillman file under weather data 11/12 to 11/13. Now, I know the Spillman file is there. I know what's kind of in it. I have not gone over it yet because that is a reference file. So if I have questions about things, I can refer back to that file. I don't need to read it all out. No, that's for a reference for me. For me, Spillman. We'll get there. All right. So here's the narrative, right? So this is Payne. On July 2nd, 2024, I accessed the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration's website for historical weather data titled National Centers for Environmental Information. Wonderful. Within this website, I accessed the local climatological data tool. Ooh, you're getting fancy on me here. Data tool. And selected, he must have read that right from the website and put it in there. Yeah, because he didn't come up with that. He didn't come up with that word on his own. Believe me. Yeah, and selected the state of. I selected the state of Washington to search for weather stations. Well, that's nice. This is a complete waste of time, guys. I located the Pullman Moscow Regional Airport weather station in the search results. Oh, you picked that at random. Good waste of time. And requested data for the dates of 11/12 to 11/13. Great. Hey, real quick, guys, I want to show you something. And guess how much this cost me? This cost me $0. Watch this. This Pullman weather history for November 13th, 2022. Right? 12:33 a.m. Ice fog. 12:53 a.m. Ice fog. 2:53 a.m. What's the crucial time frame here? Remember, guys, what's the crucial time frame? 2:53 a.m. Ice fog. Okay? 3:17, we got an overcast. Doesn't mean the whole entire sky had clouds. There's patches in clouds. But 3:53 a.m. Now, supposedly Brian, now keep in mind here, these times right here, according to Payne, right, he's still in Moscow during these times, correct? He's in Moscow, according to Brett Payne and the prosecution, right? From 2:53, 3:17, 3:53, he is in Moscow doing his thing, right? So those 3 dates, that's totally irrelevant what's going on in Pullman. 4:53 is irrelevant. He's still driving, right? According to whatever. So from 4:53 is overcast, right? And then it doesn't matter from that point on. But here's the problem here. You see this ice fog stuff? Ice fog, ice fog. Now, if Brian was doing his thing, okay, well, he left around 2:24, right, to drive in the other direction. So if he's going out stargazing, well, he's running into ice fog, is what he's running into. Okay, he's running into ice fog, as you can see. Okay, so a little bit of overcast, yes, towards more when we get into the sunrise here. But I'm saying this period of time right here, especially from 2 a.m. on, it's ice fog. It's ice fog. Okay, right. Here's this too. Listen, no, ice fog does not necessarily mean a cloudy sky. While fog is technically a cloud that forms at ground level, right? Yes. Ice fog specifically is a type of fog composed of ice crystals rather than liquid water droplets. It forms at very low temperatures and can occur even when the sky is clear. In fact, ice fog often forms under clear, calm conditions, especially in high latitudes. And they give a more detailed explanation: fog and clouds. Ice fog, also known as frozen fog or ice crystal fog, is a type of fog composed of ice crystals. Clear skies. Ice fog frequently forms in clear, calm weather conditions, especially in very cold temperatures. This is because it requires a source of moisture at extremely low temperatures for the water vapor to freeze into ice crystals. Clear skies is when we find ice fog, not cloudy skies, not obscured by clouds. Clear skies. Get it? Right. Right and right. Let's keep going back. Let's go back. Within this tower data that I requested, I selected the following information: daily output, hourly precipitation output, hourly remarks output, and documentation. Well, look at you. I completed the above-mentioned date range and requested the data be sent to my department email. Is that a secure email? I don't know. Later that same day, I received an email saying the data was prepared for download. Mr. Payne, downloaded the file onto my department laptop and attached it to this case file electronically. The PDF document provided was 19 pages in length. Upon review of the document and the provided information key at the bottom, I was able to determine what portions of the report were reporting on the requested dates. What an idiot. Listen to this. Guys, listen. I was able to determine what portions of the report were reporting. The report is not reporting. Oh my fucking God. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. What portions of the report were reporting? This is not a news fucking cast on the requested dates. It should read like this. Upon review of the document and the provided information key at the bottom of the document, I was able to determine what portions of the report were attained on the requested dates. That's what it should fucking read. Idiots. The most pertinent Moscow. This is what I'm saying. How much money are you wasting on these fucking clowns? Oh my God, they can't even write. So I'm saying that's the least of your problems. Yeah, they're also anyway. The most pertinent information was located on pages 2 and 3. Okay, out of the 19, only 2 and 3, huh? 19 pages, right? But 2 and 3 are the most important ones. Like in Payne's world, if he doesn't have to read, the better. Yeah, these pages were a report on local climatological data, hourly observations. All right. Mm-hmm. He ripped that right from the website. By the way, he did not come up with this term on. He did not come up with this phrase on his own. By the way, this person that we're reading about, that's writing, he has like a 6th grade fucking education. This moron. The hours from 2:33 p.m. on 11/22 until 6:53 a.m. on 11/13 show the observation of. Oh, okay. Now this gets a little, guys. I'm not going to belabor this. Okay. How do I simplify this? Okay. So he goes into this stupid thing about the numbers. Okay. OVC 8. Okay. All right. Okay. He could have right. In the document, there's a section detailing what these values mean. The following is from the document. So he goes on to, right, and it makes it even more stupid and confusing. Okay? It does. It makes it more stupid and confusing because now you have to sift through this crap with the numbers when he could have simplified it. But anyway, I'll read it to you. Yeah, I'm going to call this video Obscured by My Ass. In fact, that's what I'm going to name this video. Obscured by My Ass. And there's going to be like an asterisk, like in the middle of A, and there's going to be, I'm sorry, A exclamation point S. That's the name of this video. I swear to God, guys, it's going to be called, I don't know. Obscured by My Ass. No, all right, guys. We have to get through this terminology. All right. So we have sky conditions, okay? A report of each cloud layer up to 3. Giving the following information, okay? Each layer given in the following format. Okay, so these are, so CCC, okay? 11XXX where, okay, number 1, CCC, okay, is coverage. Now now they get into abbreviations here for what these things are. Clear, CLR is clear sky. FEW equals few clouds. SCT equals scattered clouds. BKN equals broken clouds. OVC equals overcast. VV means obscured by obscured sky. 10 means partially obscured sky. Okay? Yeah. Then there's a 2 that's just there. 11 is layer amount used in the conjunction with coverage code above. Okay. Yeah, it's stupid. It's confusing and stupid. Given in 8, aka octaves. Not octaves, octas. Octas, not octaves. A scale of 8? No, I'm sorry, indicates something. Right. Given in the scale of 8. Octas. Of sky covered by clouds, obscured perhaps. Specifically, okay. 00 to 08 indicates the number of octas that cloud layer takes up in total sky. 00 corresponds to clear. 01 to 02 corresponds to few cloud, right? Few clouds, right? Right. 3 to 4 corresponds to scattered clouds. 5 to 7, those numbers correspond to broken clouds. And 08 corresponds to overcast. 9, the number 9 indicates An obscuration or obscuring. Boy, we're getting fancy. For example, the sky cannot be seen due to obscuring phenomena. For example, due to smoke, fog, etc. 10 indicates a portion of the sky is obscured by clouds, i.e., partial obscuration. We're just thinking Pink Floyd right now, is all we're doing. For additional information, see Integrated Surface Data Documentation. And he gives a URL for that. In cloud. And solar data portion of additional data section. Oh, isn't that nice? This information appeared. Now, I love this little sentence at the end. Ready? After all this crap, after all the abbreviations, after all the numbers mean this and bullshit, right? Here's his one little sentence summary, right? And we can trust him. Remember, we can trust him, right? Here's what he says. This information appears to show the sky was overcast for the requested time period. Fuck you, Payne. July 2nd, reviewed by Blaker the same day. Fuck you. That is absolute nonsense. This is worthless. You cannot just make one little sentence like this and say, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, it was overcast for that time period. No, I'm not going to look at this. All I have to do is look. Ice fog, ice fog, ice fog, ice fog. Overcast at 3:17 a.m., right? But he's in Moscow, Idaho, right? According to Payne, he's in Moscow, Idaho. So that doesn't matter. In his stupid little fucking bullshit investigation, 3:53 a.m., ice fog. 4:53 on the time after the unalivings, according to Mr. Payne, taking Dylan Morton's word at face value to protect her because she's one of the prime suspects in this case, with her black and white Van sneaker shoes leaving bloody footprints on the crime scene. Right, Mr. Payne? Fuck you. Fuck you. 5:53 a.m. It doesn't matter now at this point. The crime is overcast. Hey, but why not stop there? How about this? Well, he's still driving. Oh, did he go back to his apartment? I don't know. But I'll tell you what, 7:25, ice fog. 7:53 a.m., ice fog. Ice fog. Yeah, until we get into 8:53 a.m., we're back to overcast for a little bit of 1 hour. A little bit over that, right? Mostly cloudy. Oh, well, this doesn't matter at this point. It doesn't matter now. No, see here. Look. Here it's overcast. It's overcast on November 13th at 12. Okay, well, let's be fair. Starting at 11:53 a.m. on 11/13, okay? Now, this is Pullman. This is not Moscow either. Okay, but this is overcast. Sure. But this is the wrong day. Excuse me, this is the wrong night. We're looking at the previous night on the 12th into the 13th. And this is what we see. Ice fog, ice fog, ice fog. So, Mr. Payne, once again, you completely wasted Idaho tax money trying to play Sherlock Holmes when you have no business, because you're not a homicide detective. You are a policeman who belongs on the street, shaking down fucking traffic stops. That's where you belong in the hierarchy of police. That's all you should ever have been. But for some reason, Idaho Moscow Police Department decided to promote you into investigating this case. This is one of the most twisted cases, confusing, with tons of things going on, and they stick this idiot onto that case try to solve it. Ridiculous. This kind of case, you know what you do? You put your most senior detectives on this case, bar none, period, whoever they are. 20 years experience, 30 years experience, whatever they got, you stick them on this case. You don't put somebody like Payne on this. The guy rolls out of bed. He looks like he fucking just ate 20 fucking donuts, this guy. No, you don't put somebody like that on this case. This is ridiculous, guys. Moscow, Idaho. How can you... do you not feel shame? Do you not feel shame for this kind of crap that runs around in your town? Fucking roly-poly, fucking glazed, fucking white, sugar-coated with sprinkled donut heads running around your town trying to pretend to be Sherlock Holmes. You idiots. I'm sorry, but you guys are idiots out there. You know how much money this idiot wasted you and your state? We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars on his stupid, ridiculous, fucking farcical little excursions. This is not evidence, guys. People on the other side of the wall. This is not evidence. And you can never show any of this in court. You'd be laughed at. Now, if I was on the jury and I was hearing about stupid fucking geology from FBI agents that are not geologists and from idiots who are trying to say that, oh, well, there's clouds continuously in the night sky for that 6-hour time period. There's no way you could prove that. I just showed you, did I not? Just by this. See, you don't need much of a defense against this. Look, clear skies. Ice fog frequently forms in clear, calm weather. That's what was going on that night. Then it was clear and calm. We had ice fog frequently. That was occurring because it was clear and calm. You morons in Moscow and Payne. Anyway, that is document 283. And we are going to leave it right there until we pick it up a little bit later, loves. I love you all, babies. I hope you like that one. Yeah, document 283. A complete waste of time and money. It's not evidence. It's not evidence, and it's not a counter argument to Brian. It's really not, however, because he had such a fucking weak defense that it turns out in Ann Taylor, for some reason, this became a topic of discussion. It became a topic of ridicule. Oh, he's out stargazing. Yeah, so that became a mainstream media point of ridicule for Brian Kohlberger. And that should have never happened because this is not scientific. This is not evidence of anything. This was a waste of Moscow, Idaho taxpayer money, and it was a waste of time, energy, focus. Some idiot trying to play Sherlock Holmes with his roly-poly fucking head who belongs back on the beat with his fucking busted out fucking shoe soles trying to shake down traffic problems. That's where that effing idiot belongs. All right, I love you all, baby. I'll talk to you a little later. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, that document, man, I'll tell you what. That goes along with those stupid dirt sample bullshit. Complete waste of time, money, and energy. Yeah. Again, if this was a real investigation, you wouldn't be seeing this kind of nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. Okay, bye-bye. Talk to you a little later, love this. Okay, oh, my sugars. All right, bye-bye.